Yes, Carl, beautiful, good morning. Here I am. I promised you a sales update. It's officially Wednesday. Yes, those sales went through on Vinted. The buyers paid. I'm ready to now get them shipped in and out. And damn, did we do well. Wow, breathtaking. That's all I can say. Considering we had huge sales go out over the weekend and the pre-sales on the Friday to see us through to the weekend, and Monday, and now Wednesday, here's what I sold. As promised, the sales update. Let's go, guys, let's go. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's Wednesday, halfway through the working week. Yes, the weekend is almost upon us. As you know, it's overcast out there at the moment. Didn't we do well yesterday? However, they're saying by Friday, Saturday, it should be a little bit more sunny down here, down south in Greater London. So the car boot sales are edging closer to being open. So let's hope so. Let's get this wet stuff out the way. Let's refresh the earth and let's start afresh from Friday. Right. Sales update, that's what you're really here for, not a weather report, right? Guys, girls, non-binaries, here we go. Are you ready? Grab yourself a cup of tea, pause the video, and let's go. Right. This, as you can see, is a coffee maker. It's a cappuccino espresso maker by the company Hayden. Yep. I picked this up initially at the car boot in one of my favorites, which is Chorley Wood. Yes, Chorley Wood. I do have a video on this. This is when I first started uploading videos. So if you want to go back on the videos, if I can find it, guys, in a link, I'll put it here for you. If not, it'll be in previous videos to verify the purchase, etc., etc. I paid a grand total out on the build, £5 for this machine. It is new. It is still boxed. It's minty fresh, as we like to say on this channel, right? Minty fresh. Still boxed. It was surplus to requirement. You can't see much there because it's all wrapped in cellophane and blah, blah, blah. Right, so I paid £5, but most importantly, would I buy it again? That's a big question. At that price point, yes, I would. However, it's taken good for about 3 to 4 months to shift. So it's not one of the biggest sellers out there. There's more competitive brands out there. Your DeLonghi's, for example. You have your Sage machines out there, and many Nespresso. You have many that are obviously bigger sell-through rates than this particular model. However, I did sell this on eBay. I paid £5, yes, guys, and I've sold it for £55. Yes, we're happy with that straight away. Yeah, we'll take that every day of the week. However, eBay decided to wake up a little bit and give me another sale about an hour later. Yes. This is TomTom. Remember what I was saying about the TomToms? I've heard a lot of rumours that a lot of the resellers aren't really picking some of these up at the moment. They're saying they're becoming non-existent, what with technology being what it is and everything's on the phone. Yes, I agree. You know, you can actually rely on your mobile phone on your dashboard. However, if you start getting notifications come up and, you know, you're tempted to reply to their messages, the notifications from all sorts of social media aspects, yeah? It can land you in a whole heap of trouble. All you got to be seeing, there's so many CCTV cameras out there at the moment. There's unmarked police going by in lorries and unmarked cars now. They will easily pull you over. Yeah, they'll issue you a fine, 3 points on your license. If you rely on driving for your job, all you need is 12 points and that's it. You're finished. Finished for a year or two. Yeah. So I'm not convinced that TomToms are necessarily going out of fashion at the moment, right? If you want to call it fashion. This is the TomTom. It's a nice large one. It's the 600 range. The bigger the model, the more money it's going to command. Yeah, the bigger the screen. It's Wi-Fi inactive. It's got lifetime maps. It's 6 inches, for example. Lifetime traffic via the smartphone. Well, hey ho, diddly ho. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. I picked this up initially on Vinted. I paid a little bit more than I usually do for these sat navs, but I do know they can command good money. I paid £26 on the Vinted. Yep, I've had it in the shop about 3 months or so. I've managed to flip that for £63 on eBay. Money is money, profit is profit, yeah? Let's not beat around the bush, as the expression says. Well, next one. It's a Panasonic. It's a Lumix. Yeah? The model is TZ6. I've had this listed now on, we're moving on to the vintage sales now, but I've had this listed on eBay at the current market value. Yeah? I've had this on there now for 5 months, maybe more. Yeah? I've put it on there at £60. Yep, the average solds on these are 60 to 70 to 80 pounds. Yeah, 60 to 70 to 80 pounds. Interested buyers, surely. Yeah, you know, you've got 10, 15 people interested in it. I've sent offers as high as 15% to try and get it sold, and people are still not biting the bullet. Okay, I've showed it working. Yeah, I haven't got a charger, however, it does come with battery. Yeah. You know, it just takes a normal USB-C charging cable. That's all it takes to charge the phone. Yes, I haven't got a memory card, but hey, you know, you can pick these up for pennies abroad, can't you? Yeah, on all these different Chinese platforms, etc., etc. So, initially I paid, knowing what I know they can go for, I paid on Vinted, and now this is going back 7 months or so. Yeah, this is a big fail, kind of. I paid £30 on Vinted. It's that old that it's not even showing the picture anymore, right? It's madness. It's madness, yeah? I've had it sat around all this time, yeah? I've had it listed on Vinted and I've had it listed on eBay. No bites. You know, people were coming in at £25, £30 on Vinted. I was like, no way. You know, I know the value of the camera. It works. I've shown it working in the listings. Okay. What did I sell it for? Well, I still sold it for a profit, so I'm happy that, you know, we made a little bit out of it, yeah? I've sold it for £40, so it's £10 profit. We'll take it on Vinted, they pay the postage, etc., etc. No fees. So, it's out, it's gone. Money is money, right, at the end of the day. Now, the next few are literally all what I purchased in the last 2 weeks. Yeah? Are you ready? Remember this baby here, yep? It is the Port Merion by that artist there, which is Sophie Conran. Nevertheless, again, a Chorleywood pickup. That was good for £6 in the end. Yes, £6 paid in the end. The video is literally only just gone up. It was the latest video from Sunday, yeah? I've just flipped that £6, yes. I literally listed it and within an hour it sold. I've sold that for... Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. £38. Wow. Nice. Another item going out was literally the 3-car boot Sunday. There you go, guys, girls, non-binaries, the Graf boots. Still suffering from a little bit of a cold, I do apologise. So, yep, you remember me picking these up for £15 along with the Brat thingamajiggies? Yep, so they're Graf boots, 500. Look out for the brand, guys, Graf 500. I listed them at the same time on eBay as I did at Vinted. However, Vinted came in first, yeah? I listed them at £50 on eBay and 46 on Vinted. Always lower it a little bit more on Vinted just to entice them customers, yeah? An offer came in of £40. I'm taking it. 15 into 40. Common sense, isn't it? Common sense. Free money. Why hold out for an extra £5 or £10? You know, it could be sat there for ages. And that money, I can now reinvest in buy more new stock. Think about it. You know? Right. Where are we down to? You won't have seen me pick this up. However, you know this channel is all about transparency. I've shown you everything I can on video. This is a beautiful Barber jacket. It's the Beadle variety, yep. It should have Beadle in there somewhere. It's a lovely, large, double XL Barber jacket. I do believe it says Beadle in there somewhere. It's one of the vintage ones they do. You know, I have seen it in there in the past. I haven't had it out for ages. Anyway, without further ado, I picked this up in a charity shop local to me, which is Pinner. I picked it up for £15, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, £15 I paid for this Barber jacket. Quite happy. And knowing the price they can go for, I was more than happy to sit on this for a while. Again, I bought it just before summer, so I didn't expect it to sell during the summer months. As you can appreciate, now the autumn season's coming. Yes, wax jackets, be on the lookout. Make sure they're mint condition. I paid £15 for this jacket, yes? £15, and I've just flipped that 15 into 75 beautiful pounds on Vinted. Vinted, the last couple of days has just boom gone through the roof. This makes a nice change. Vintage usually for me is only like a couple of sales here, a couple of sales there. But when they do come in, yes, I get good prices for my products. I'm very lucky where I source. I have lots of lucky individuals in society that live where they do, that earn what they do. Yeah, they can donate higher end goods. I'm lucky to source these. So it's all about being in the right place at the right time, and location, I have noticed, does help. Look, yesterday I was in the higher end parts of society in them towns, and I managed to pick up some beautiful bolos out there, some lovely rarer items, a couple of vintage items, yeah, at the price point was just amazing. Right, almost there for you. I have one more sale, which was a Saturday denim pickup, again on video 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. 2 weeks ago. These are the RST trousers, yes? Excuse them. Wow. They're the Pro Series. Be on the lookout. They can command more money. I paid £10 on the build for these. Yes, £10. Vinted have come in. Had it on eBay at 50. Again, as I mentioned before, Vinted came in. They offered me a grand total of £40. I'm taking it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You know, it's all about bringing that money back in so we can then buy fresh new stock. Yeah, we've had a great couple of days. Let me tell you, let me break it down for you now of what is being sold, what I picked them up for, and what I am looking to return. £107. I will reiterate that again. £107 spent. That's a lot of money, a lot of income that's just been sat on that shelf. Yeah, £107. However, from that £107, I'm going to manage to flip it for how much, John? How much? I tell you how much. I'm going to look at my list and go a grand total. Yes, it's all on my list. £351. Yes, done it again. Look at that. 350 beautiful pounds back into the stock. Get in there. We're all set up now for the next couple of days, for the weekend, for the next couple of for the next couple of car boots that are on. We haven't got much time left. However, that 300 odd pounds I can reinvest. Yeah. Look at my average spend on the car boot. I'm looking at £50 to £80 per car boot, right? And if I can return such money from each car boot, I am blessed. Guys, what are we going to do today after packing these, getting them shipped off? Free day? Do you know what? Should we go Ruislip? So tempted. I haven't been there for a while. couple of electrical departments in Ruislip. Eastcote, Ruislip, that's it. You've decided for me. Yep, in Eastcote they've got a couple of 2 charity shops. I'm going to move there to Ruislip thereafter and have a hunt round. Yeah, you never know. I don't need any stock, but any bolos that might be out there, we're going to pick them up at the right price point. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of videoing for you and then upload that tomorrow. So for now, I'm going to say thank you very much. Have yourselves a blessed day. May your path be as beautiful as you are. May you endure the true beauty of what the world can offer you. Inhale, take a deep breath, take time out of your day to appreciate where you are in life. Just take that little bit of essence of life, and as you exhale, just be thankful for the path you're on. Makes you the person you are. Guys, girls, non-binaries, have yourself a beautiful day. You deserve it. See you later.